First things first, the Aaron Rodgers drama rolls on, and wait till you hear what one Packers insider has to say about it.
Worse than the Brett
The
Favre.
writing's on the wall for Jimmy G, and you might be surprised what he thinks about it. And who is at the top of Nick's MVP ladder with the regular season winding down? The answer may surprise you, and by may, I mean will. Trust me on it. Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Welcome to First Things First. Jenna Wolf, Nick Wright, Brandon Marshall, Kevin Wildes. Nick, how late into the evening did the committee convene last night to come up with the ladder you're going to unveil today?
Oh, we had to stay up late, and I'm sorry to tell you, DeAndre Jordan ended up getting taken off the ladder after last night's performance. Sorry, he was there, and now he's out.
Jordan.
Now he's out.
Clearly comes as a surprise to all of us.
One game too many.
Let's start on the court. Big game last night. Nets and Bucks running it back. Bucks beat them on Sunday. Last night, thanks to a Bucks rally in the fourth, thanks to 36 from Giannis. Bucks beat him again. Despite a combined 70 points from Kyrie and KD, it wasn't enough. And for Brooklyn, this is their third straight loss. For head coach Steve Nash, that's kind of a mini blessing. Take a listen.
I think it's a great experience for us to recognize where we are. We've got a gap to make up here. So we understand that's a team that's been running the same offense, been playing together, same schemes on defense for years now, gone deep into the playoffs, and that's something that we don't have. So how can we make up that gap? And that's kind of our life in a nutshell heading home here is, we're trying to get everyone back to full health, and we're going to try to overcome a lack of common experiences. And, that is our challenge.
The glass is half full for Coach Nash. Down the stretch they come in the East. Sixers, look at this. A game and a half ahead of Brooklyn. Nets, game and a half up on Milwaukee. It's going to be a fun last stretch here. Nick, should the Nets be worried, or will this all be fixed if James Harden returns?
Well, I would say they'd be worried, but I hear Steve Nash, and he says this was a good experience, losing to them twice in a few days. So I have great news for Steve Nash and the Nets. If this was a good experience, imagine how thrilling it's going to be in the playoffs in the second round when you lose to them 4 times in 2 weeks and your season's over, because that's what we are barreling towards. You just showed it. The 1 seed is now over. It's gone. Goodbye. If Brooklyn went undefeated the rest of the way, Philly would have to lose 3 times in their final 7 games against the worst schedule in the league, so it's not going to happen. The 1 seed's gone. They might not even get the 2 seed at this point because they don't have the tiebreaker with Philly or with Milwaukee thanks to last night. So why don't they have the tiebreaker with Milwaukee? Well, part of it is because in their 3 games against Milwaukee, Giannis is averaging a humble 40, 11, and 5. I'll say that again, 40, 11, and 5. But last night, that wasn't why they lost. Because last night, while KD was bad in the fourth quarter, Giannis actually was a little worse. So why did the Nets blow a fourth quarter lead? And why isn't James Harden going to be able to come save the day on this? Let's show 7 consecutive fourth quarter baskets in a critical late season game. That's a layup, okay? So now the Bucks have the lead. That's a layup. Kevin Durant gets bodied. That's a layup. These are, again, 7 baskets in a row. What's the word for that? Oh, that's a layup. Okay, hold on. Giannis, okay, that's a layup and a foul. And then, hold on, wait, what's this? Jump shot? No, layup. Okay, cool. Are we going to get a jump shot? No, just uncontested layup again. And now all of a sudden, there it is. Those are the 7. Now it's on replay. Brandon, James Harden ain't riding in on his white horse to fix this shot chart. Can't hit a 3 in the fourth quarter. Who cares? Because look at all those green dots at the basket. Layup, and then 1 mid-range jump shot. That's a problem. And I don't know why anyone would think that will be different when these teams play in the second round of the playoffs a month from now.
Look, man, you did a great job covering all your bases. Great job, Nick. But here's the deal, man. You shouldn't be worried as a Nets fan. You should be frustrated as a Nets fan. The difference in that game and everything that you highlighted, it's valid. The Bucks They entered these last 2 games as play-in games, as playoff games. And the Nets were just like, we'll just wait till we get to the playoffs. So everything that you just showed on the defensive side, that wasn't assignment, that was effort. And that is the problem. Like, as a Nets fan, I want to see James Harden be the MVP. I want to see the Nets finish first in the East. I want to see them attack games like this, like it's a play-in, like it's a playoff. I want to see them show the same energy and effort that the Bucks showed last night in the last 2 games. They didn't do that. You could have even thrown up more defensive plays, Nick. You could have shown Kyrie Irving getting picked, not fighting through the pick. You could show Kyrie Irving hitting a big shot in the second quarter, the third quarter, not smiling, not cheering with his teammates. KD, the same thing. Joe Harris, the same thing. DeAndre Jordan. Don't even get me started on DeAndre Jordan. Man, I'm not trying to kill Jordan because we need him down the stretch, but that was pathetic. That was bad. Okay. Now, so my concern is not with the last 2 games. It's more so about this team showing the effort in a big moment. This was a big moment. And the reason why I'm not concerned, Wilds, is this, right? Like, as far as, like, overall, when you look at the big picture, is because James Harden is the key. Don't listen to Nick. James Harden is the key. When James Harden is there, they're 27-7. When he's not there, they're 9-10. James Harden is the key.
That's right. You are a healthy James Harden hamstring away from stopping Giannis. If James Harden and his hamstring were there, Giannis would be neutralized. That is not going to happen, Brandon. I don't care if James Harden gets an extra hamstring. He has my hamstring, and he swings it around like a broom to stop Giannis. It's not going to work. Yes, that's a visual of James Harden swinging my detached hamstring. Good morning, everybody. Here's what's happening, Nick, and I'm going to dig down on what you said. Giannis has turned into Wilt Chamberlain when he plays the Nets. And I'm not saying that James Harden is able to stop this, but we've got 50 points, 44 points. There's Giannis, 39 points. So do I think, look at Giannis looking great. Got traded to the Sixers, but you get the point of it. So, Nick, do I think that James Harden might be the answer to stopping one of the greatest offensive forces in the history of basketball? The answer is no. And for the record, I don't think Blake is either.
Wow.
Buddy.
So hold on. Let me jump in here.
Go ahead, Brandon. Yeah, please.
So what I hear you saying is when they see each other in the playoffs that you're taking the Bucks. Is that what I hear you saying, Wilds?
Oh, big time. I'm a Bucks guy. I'm drinking Miller Lite, dude. I love it.
Here's what you fail to realize, Wilds, is that you're talking about Giannis and you're talking about defense. There was no strategy. So I don't know if the strategy was, hey, we know we're going to face this team in the playoffs, so let's not show what we're going to do on the defensive end. Because if you go back to the Philly game when they played against Joel Embiid, what did they do? They trapped them at the perimeter. They actually schemed Embiid. They didn't do that with Giannis. Everybody has the book out on Giannis. Everybody knows how to stop Giannis. What do they say? Build the wall. Let them shoot threes. They was letting them shoot threes, but they didn't build the wall. They were just playing one-on-one. And then down the stretch, Nick, it was cool to see KD step up in the fourth quarter and say, I have Giannis. But what happened? The effort wasn't there. He get easily picked. He doesn't fight through. He's like, okay, now you got him. So why did you take him in the first place? So it's frustrating because they didn't show their scheme. You know, they didn't show the effort. And these are the moments where you're like, you know what? We want to see as fans, we want to see you guys step up to the challenge, and they didn't do that.
And I got 2 points here, because they're both building off what Brandon said. Because KD is an excellent defender when he wants to be. But what is the rule in the NBA? You only have so much energy. And can we show what guarding Giannis in the fourth quarter, he did a good job on Giannis, what it does to your fourth quarter offense? Oh, Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in NBA history, he's guarding Giannis, and that's off the side of the backboard. Okay, late in the game. Wait, this is a huge possession, down 5. I got it. Okay, no, I missed it. Give me another shot. Give me another shot. I'm not tired. I got it. Oh, dear God. That's a shot I don't know that I'm familiar with seeing from Kevin Durant. An air ball, but it's hard to guard Giannis. And Brandon, just real quick, and then you go, just real quick. Your sense of urgency point, to me, is a correct, but a total indictment on the Nets. They could have avoided ever having to play the Bucks. Again, if they won these 2 games, they're first in the East, Philly's second, and Philly-Milwaukee is round 2. So if these games aren't important, then what is important? Now you got to play this team in round 2 for 2 weeks. Like, they signed up for that by not having a sense of urgency, as you put it.
Let me galvanize the Nets fans right now, the Brooklyn faithfuls. Listen, guys,
Here we go.
got to believe in Steve Nash. Obviously, Steve Nash and his veteran coaching staff, they have a plan, they have a strategy. So we have to believe because we know who we have. And, Nick, what you just said as far as KD, you're spot on. You're right. If you gotta play both ends of the court that way, you're going to be depleted in the fourth quarter. But guess what? You have James Harden coming back, and you don't have to score because James Harden will take over in the fourth quarter. That's what's going to happen, and that's what we're missing is Mr. James Harden the big.
The idea is. Yeah, score 130 every night.
Look at Jenna.
Next up for the Nets.
You gotta step in there with me. You believe?
I'm trying. I forgot what he's like playing. It's been so long.